Good morning, children. Today we are going to deal with chapter 2, Contact with God. This is a chapter for class 9, Moral Science. So, as we had already completed our chapter number 1, today we have taken chapter number 2, Contact with God, as you can see in the picture. So, as this chapter, children, first of all, you all take out your book, pause the video and take out your book, because in the book you are going to read the chapter along with me. Now you can see a picture. This is the picture, this is the photo of Mother Teresa. Now first, starting the chapter, I would like to tell you something about Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa is known worldwide for her kindness and generosity. She was a noble soul of and angel of mercy. Mother Teresa was born on 27th of August 1910. She founded the Missionaries of Charities in 1950 and in 1956 founded the Nirmal Hariday, a home for a dying destitute in Calcutta. Her selfless service of mankind brought her the Nobel Prize for Peace in 1979. She left the world for heavenly body on September 5, 1997. This is simply about Mother Teresa. Now we are going to take this chapter. In this chapter, the name is Contact with God. So, first we are going to discuss about Mother Teresa and her views, how we can make contact with God. Okay, so Mother Teresa of Kolkata is designated as the mother of the poor. She captured the mind of whole world through her humble services to the most neglected ones of the society. With utmost love and gentleness, inspired by her divine master Jesus Christ. Mother Teresa ever shine in the history as a great role model in the way of loving and respecting fellow human beings. So in this paragraph, they have given us what is Mother Teresa. She was humble. She has worked for those people, most of those people who were the neglected one of the society. She has spread love all around. And she is like a role model, as she has spread that love in the human beings. That is why one of her patient who was looked after by Mother Teresa said, Tell mother means Mother Teresa. We all call her Mother Teresa. So one of the patient who was looked after by Mother Teresa said, Tell my mother, my friend, the light she lit in my life is still burning. This century will not forget the wrinkled faced woman in white sari, holding a tiny baby in her hand. She remains as powerful inspiration by her ways of loving, serving, and respecting all human beings, especially those who are poor and deprived. Okay, means those deprived means those are neglected by the society. So she is always a powerful inspiration by her ways by which she love, she serve, and she respect the human beings. So she was a great lady because she has worked for the poor people. perceiving the almost love and care that Mother Teresa offered to rotten and decay body of the patient, once a gentleman said, "Mother, even if I am given $1,000, I will not do such a work." What the person has said? "Mother, if I am given, if someone will give him thousands of dollars, he will not be able to do such work." What type of work Mother Teresa has done? Then in reply, what Mother Teresa has said? Mother replied, "I too will not be able to do such works even if I am offered $10,000. The visitor was astonished. Astonished means he was looking at Mother Teresa with surprise at her answer and curiously asked, "What makes you to do such works with great joy?" What is the answer of Mother Teresa? She said, "I do these for the sake of Jesus Christ, my Lord, my God, whom I love the most. I am doing all these things only for my God, only for my Lord. I for God and God is for me." What word she has given? She told, "I for God and God is for me. I live for God and give up my own self for Him. And thus God live in me." What she said? God live in me. Mother Teresa wrote in the pages of her personal diary. She wrote on her in diary, yes, the love and inspiration that Mother Teresa received from her long hours of daily prayer compelled her to dedicate her entire life for the service of poor and unwanted. She was indeed a person of prayer. She raised her heart to God at every moment of her life, and especially at the integrate situation. What is the meaning of that paragraph, children? Mother Teresa always she was in the habit of doing daily prayers, and when she was doing the prayers, she was in the habit of talking with God. So whatever the love, whatever the inspiration she was having, that inspiration she has got from those prayers, because she said, "I am for God and God is for me." Now in your book you have one a song sung by Johnny Cash. Okay, you this song is also, as you can see in the screen also, this song is available on YouTube. Okay children, so this song you all have to go to the YouTube and please listen that song, and after when the school will reopen we are going to practice that song in the class. Now in the further chapter, as the name of the chapter is Contact with God. So, as I told you, the Mother Teresa, she was in the habit of talking to God. She was in the habit of doing prayers daily, and those prayers were personal, silent prayers. When we want to contact with God, how we can contact? We have to do prayers. Means sometimes we are not able to speak the things in front of others, but we have inner soul through which sometimes we talk. And because as we say that God survives inside us, so God says those prayers, when we do the prayer, when we talk to the God, prayer gives us confidence and courage to face the difficulty of life. Now, prayer increases self confidence of a person, and prayer make him or her believes that he or she is not alone. God is always there to support us in all the situations of life. So children, always we should have faith in God. because if we have faith in God, and prayers are necessary for the successful, meaningful life. All the religion, whether we belong to Hinduism, Islam, or we are Sikh, all the religions teach us this reality. The lives of the great people bear witness to us. The saintly man and woman of India like Mahatma Gandhi, Rabindranath Tagore, Kabir, Surdas, Mirabai, and Mother Teresa has proved that how prayer and intimate relationship with God supported them. Now you can see a picture in your screen. So this is about a young girl. Her name is Gitanjali Ghai. If you search on the internet, you will find her as a girl who conquered death. Her writings are available in Gitanjali albums published by Gujarat Satya Prakashan. Gitanjali was born in Meerut in 1961. She lived in Mumbai and got educated in Font Convent School. At the age of 14, she was diagnosed with terminal cancer. She bid farewell to the world at the age of 16. Her innermost feeling and cares are found in her poems. She was in the habit of writing poems. Her export from the poem Dear Lord is given below. This is the poem that she has wrote. What she has written, children? Please hear my prayer. Give me strength to accept your will. Then please give me strength and courage to those who love me. Help me. Oh, please help me to trust you, not from fear, but because of love and faith. So, what is the meaning of that prayer? She was in the habit of doing prayer. So, in her prayer, she said that give me strength. Give me strength, give me courage. Whatever you have planned for me, accept your will. Whatever the plan God has made us for. So we should accept those plans. So please help me, God, to trust you, not from fear, but as I love you and I have faith in you. So this is the poem given by that girl. So children, what we have understood? We have understood that God is always with us. We should always form a contact with God. And how we can make that? We can make by doing prayers, by doing good things like Mother Teresa she was doing. We should spread love all around. So all these things will help us to make contact with God. Now Gitanjali taught boys and girls of all the times the fact that there is some supreme power behind all that we see. She says, look up at the high, unknown skies. Dive deep into the depth of your soul and try to connect the unknown with the known. Okay, means look up high. And always look up high means always we should think positive, and we should always try to do the things with our own hard work. So we should not think that this work is very difficult for me. We should try that work, and we should dive deep into the depth of our soul. We should make it just we are going to do that work with the mind and soul. So we are able to try the connect unknown with the known. So children, what we have learned from the chapter, that we should always pray to God. We should always talk to God, because whatever we are, whatever we have, and whatever the future we are going to have, all is being decided by the God. God is with us. That is why we are happy. God is with us. That is why our surroundings, what we feel, everything we feel, it's a gift of God. So we should believe in God, and every time we should do prayers. So this is all about the chapter. Now, you can see on your screen that some of the question answers you have. Write and explain the most striking line from the poem God Will. As I told you, you have to listen that a song from the internet. So that poem God Will. So that question you have to do by your own. You can write the poem from the book, and the lines which you feel that those lines are striking. So you have to do that by your own. Okay, you have to explain those lines in your own words. Question number 2 is, what strengthened Mother Teresa to dedicate her entire life for the service of the poor and unwanted? So, what will be the answer for that, children? The love and inspiration that Mother Teresa received from long hours of daily prayers compelled her to dedicate her entire life for the service of poor and unwanted. Question number 3 is, what does all religion teach us? All the religion teaches us that we should have faith in God, and prayers are necessary for a successful and meaningful life. Question number 4 is, why did Gitanjali trust God? Gitanjali trusted God because she had love and faith in God. Question number 5, write Gitanjali's message to boys and girls of all time. The answer of this question is, Gitanjali's message to boys and girls of all times was that there is a supreme power behind all that we see. Look up at the high unknown skies. Dive deep into the depth of your soul and try to connect the unknown with the known. So these are the 5 questions already given in your book. Other than that, you have one activity, that is write a short poem on silence which reflect your relationship with God. Okay, so you can see that in the book and try to write the poem. If just try it. Okay, and the question and answers I have already given you. So you have to do this question and answers. You can see in the screen the answers of all the questions I have given you, and only question number 1 is there. So you have to do it by your own, because already the poem is in your book, and some of the line according to your thinking you have to explain. Within 2 to 3 lines you can give the answer. Okay children, so copy all this question and answer in your copy, and other than that you have some true and false, so just try to draw those true and false by your own. Okay, I have already given you also. Communication is a two-way street. True. The main benefit of the prayer is that it calms your mind. True. We pray only to get things from God. False. Prayer connects us more closely to God. True. Okay, I have already given you. So this is all about today. Now that this chapter is over, so please do all these things in your copy. Thank you, children.